Let's take this back 2005. Drinks so pouring, girls so fine. So many dimes, got dollar signs in there. She goes right on the spot. Got a taste so sweet, I swear the speed will make you wanna She drop. Wears a new dress every day. No, she won't stop. I can't hear anything.
Well, hi. Tonight's vlog will be a short review about Paranormal Activity 3, which I saw a couple Saturdays ago. Then I will share a personal paranormal experience of mine that happened about 2 years ago that I still remember to this day. Okay, so Paranormal Activity 3 is a movie I've been wanting to see since it came out, but due to certain circumstances, I was stuck at home until someone could take me. And I finally got to see it with my friend Austin on the 19th. And for those of you who haven't seen it yet, I will do my best to spoil it for you. Just kidding. But anyway, as most of you might already know, this third movie is sort of a prequel to the previous movies in the Paranormal Activity saga, and this takes place back in the VHS age in terms of film, back in like 1988 I think. But anyway, it's got pretty much the same jump scare tactics and the same dumbass guy character that won't just shut off the cameras and leave it alone, relentless to the end. But I'm not gonna be too critical because I'm no movie critic and I'm pretty easygoing with movies in general, so I did like it. For me, the creepiest part of the movie was when the women follow him from the garage towards the end. They just looked dead, and that creeped me out. So there you go. Now it's story time. Okay, so a couple years ago, I don't know which month, but this was an experience that's hard for me to forget. I felt the presence of two spirits. One was of a frightened child, and the other was of what felt like an evil murderer. Now, the evil murderer spirit was not after the frightened child spirit. It felt like he was after me. And this went on for about 2 weeks, and I pretty much stayed up all night and waited until dawn to go to bed, because it was especially terrifying to face this when it was dark. And even with the bedroom light on, I could still feel him. Now, I'm gonna show you the area of where the spirits kind of stood, like where I felt their presence and what I felt. The evil murderer spirit stood about here, and every time I went to go lay down, it felt like he was waiting for me to go lay down so that he could come and stab me. And the frightened child, you see, I had this TV up on a stand, and I felt like he was like hiding behind the TV. And the presence of both these spirits were so strong that I could see their figure in my mind. Not with my physical eyesight, but by the intensity of their presence, I could sort of make out how tall they were and their physical build, and it scared me enough to keep me up at night. But it gets creepier. My best friend Jared was over here hanging with me one day during this period of time, and with no knowledge whatsoever of what was going on with me or my terrors, because I didn't tell anybody, nobody. But Jared was just sitting here, chilling with me, and he said to me that something by the door was making him feel uncomfortable, like someone was standing there watching. And that's what really sold it for me. I knew I wasn't the only one feeling this. He tried to joke about it to help make me feel better, but it didn't help because every night, there they both were, in the same spots, freaking me out. But then one night, I sat down and said aloud to my room, "Listen, this is my room, and I don't feel comfortable with you being here while I'm asleep. I'll respect you if you respect me and my personal space. Just do not stand there and creep me out when I'm going to bed. Go somewhere else, please." And I said it again the next night, and they were gone. I no longer felt their presence. I felt a lot better, no longer afraid, and they haven't been back since. Well, that about wraps up the vlog today. If you have any personal paranormal experiences you'd like to share, or if you have any opinion on the third Paranormal Activity, just leave a comment. I'd love to hear from anyone watching. Thank you and see you later.